Let me tell you what I know of Xabi Alonso's future and his link to Liverpool. But first, let's talk a little bit about the departure of Jurgen Klopp.
I will leave the club at the end of the season. I can understand that it's a shock for a lot of people in this moment when you hear it the first time, but obviously I can explain it, or at least try to explain it. I love absolutely everything about this club. I love everything about the city. I love everything about our supporters. I love the team. I love the staff. I love everything. That I still take this decision probably will, or shows you that I'm convinced it's the one I have to take. It is that I'm, how can I say, that I'm running out of energy. I have no problem now, obviously. I think I know it already for longer, that I will have to announce that at one point, but I'm absolutely fine now. But I know that I cannot do the job again and again and again and again.
I think it's going to be very, very difficult for any club in the world to find the same harmony, presence, charisma, style, the communion with the fans. All those things are so difficult to get, and for so long as well, 8 years and a half so far. It is the brand of football that requires energy from everyone, and I remember talking to Klopp maybe even a year and a half ago for CBS, and the impression I got is that he was getting ready mentally for the end, if you like, with Liverpool. It was down to that idea that you have to give absolutely everything. I think COVID perhaps made the stay of Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool even longer, as there was also the need to recycle the team. I think he feels he's done that and it's time to depart. But as I say, the impression he has left as a sportsman in England is one of one to admire and one to follow. You don't have to win at all costs. Even though sometimes he didn't like to lose, you can win respecting the opposition generally and generally respecting the profession. Anyway, what next?
Do you see yourself standing up by the bench with being able to hear all that from the fans as manager of Liverpool? Is that something you dreamt of, you thought of?
Yeah, for sure I have dreamt of. For sure I have to prove myself. I need to prepare, but if I decide somewhere along the way to take my chances as a manager, my link, my commitment, my passion with Liverpool is there, and why not? We will see if we can cross paths in our ways.
Xabi Alonso is doing, as you know, a fantastic job at Bayer Leverkusen, based on what he learned at the reserves team of Real Sociedad. Those years were like a PhD in university, a masters of football, and he was convinced at that point, at the end of his tenure with the reserves of Real Sociedad, that he was ready for any job that was thrown into him. But there was a step between the biggest dreams, which I'll tell you about, and of course having trained in the second division and the third tier of Spanish football. And Bayer Leverkusen was chosen. He had a lot of offers, but went for that one. And he has proven to be fantastic. How he's managed to do so well? Well, based on identification of the problems, flexibility, tactical flexibility. Obviously he won everybody over because of who he is, but also the way he trained. He's intense, but he also intervenes a lot. That's a little bit like Pep Guardiola, perhaps not as intense, but certainly likes to correct. This is very important at the highest level. And he identified very quickly that the team was conceding too many goals, didn't control the games, so he had to go for the first thing, to concede less, give themselves a chance to win. So that was how he changed into a back three and a midfield of two, something that he hadn't done before, I don't think. And it worked. He stayed with the back three, but this is not like, okay, let's play three defenders at the back. You have to create relationships between them and the midfielders and them and the rest of the team. So he did that because he's capable of doing that through training and through corrections, as I say. And then once he got the players that he needed, to improve on Bayer Leverkusen. Well, you've seen the consequences. They're top of the Bundesliga. When he moved to Leverkusen, he had an idea, which was, if he goes well here in Germany, then Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Liverpool, I will add Manchester City, could be a possibility. If he did go badly, he could go to Real Sociedad and maybe at some point replace Emmanuel Alguacil, even though he would have had to wait for it because Alguacil is doing so well. So that plan remains in place. But if you think that if Liverpool gives him a call, or Real Madrid or Manchester City when Pep Guardiola leaves, perhaps in a year and a half time, or Bayern Munich, depending what happens with Tuchel, if they give him a call, if you think that he actually is going to prepare his suitcases and go away, you've got something else coming. He's got the agreement to actually, with Bayer Leverkusen, if there is something that he feels he can do and he's ready to do and wants to do, they'll let him go. He's got 2 years and a half left in his contract, but that doesn't really matter because that's the agreement he's got with the club. But he will determine when he's ready to go. It will be him. It won't be the pressure from the fans, from the betting companies that already put him top of the list of replacements for Jurgen Klopp. It won't be the wave of the public wave that will take him that way. He will decide when he's ready. And at the moment, it's not time to think about that. He obviously will have it in his head. His agent will have to have conversations, I'm sure, with those that may be interested. But right now, he doesn't want to discuss it. And as I say, his intention to move on will depend on himself, nothing else. It doesn't matter the timing of things. And I know football determines the timing sometimes for you. But he will just wait to leave Bayer Leverkusen when he feels is the right time.
At the moment, I am really happy here. I am enjoying my work here. I am feeling that each day it's a challenge. Each game is a challenge, and we are in an intense but in a beautiful journey here in Leverkusen. And I am trying to give my best to help my players be ready for the next thing. And that's my goal. What will come in next one, I don't know.
So let's see what happens later on in this season. He knows also he's very skeptical about football and the reaction to things, the immediate reaction to things, and how you shouldn't be influenced by that. So he's going to see how things go with the flow, and then take a decision that it could be staying with Bayer Leverkusen if, for instance, they win the league, or leave just because that. So this is pure speculation. Right now, no decision taken, and he's not in a rush to take it either.
This team is set up for the future. When I said Liverpool 2.0, that didn't include me, obviously, for the next 10 years. But the team is there, the basis is there, and whoever comes in cannot give anybody a guarantee to win trophies, but can give as a good chance to play really good football. And that's fine, because we will get a top manager here, and then there will be good football. And what we all learned and improved and did in the last few years, and this changing from doubters to believers and staying believing in difficult moments, if we keep all that, then it is a wonderful future ahead.
So that's what we've got.